What's up YouTube? Coming today with a updated Constellar deck profile. This of course is for the January 1st 2014 band list. Update a little bit. I have one previous one on my channel, but that's from the Dragon Ruler format if I'm not mistaken, so I'm going to show you the changes. I really like this deck. I think it's one of the better decks of this format, along with Fire Fist, Spellbook, and maybe later on in this format Madolche and Wujin, but for right now it's just a really solid deck. So for the monsters we play 3 Constellar Cows, 3 Pollux, 3 Aljedi, and 3 Sombre. So these are all the 4s. Mostly they all interact with cows, trying to get into Pleiades. And then I played the 2 Searchers, 2 times Sheraton. So this card would be ridiculous if it would have been a 4 and 1900 attack or something, but as a level 3 it doesn't have that much synergy with any other of the monsters, but just a normal summon this one. Get your cows, get your Sombre, get your Pollux, whatever you need at that point in time. And then it probably dies, but it doesn't really matter. On your next turn you can probably make a Pleiades or an Omega. So yeah, really important to play 2 of these in my opinion. Of course, cows is the one who makes rank 5s, being able to bump a level by 1 twice per turn of 1 monster on the field. Pollux is the additional normal, and Aljedi lets you special summon 1 when he is normal summoned, or she. And then Sombre is the Kerrikion of Constellars. Banish 1 Constellar monster, and then you can add 1 Constellar monster from your graveyard to your hand, and then you can do an additional normal summon. So they're all just great cards, and I play them with 3, all of them, just to keep my Constellar count up. Then for the one-offs, 1 Thunder King Rayo, 1 Honest, and 1 Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Bear. This is of course for tanky. This because pretty much everything is light. Even in the extra deck it's just mostly light. And Thunder King is just a really solid opening play in this format. If you play against Fire Fist, or you play a Mirror or Spellbooks, activate your tanky, get something, get your cows or a bear, whatever you need in that situation. Normal summon your Thunder King and just lock your opponent out of doing anything, mostly. They need to waste resources to get this off the field, and then when they finally get rid of this, you can just search again. So yeah, there's no drawback in playing Thunder King, so play it. Then I play 2 hand traps, 2 times Effect Feeler. Don't like Maxi in the main deck in this one. Feeler is a little bit more versatile against more matchups, at least in this format where we are right now. So yeah, two times Effect Feeler. Then for the spells, 3 tanky, 1 random ass ulti. This searches cows and bear searches this, so just greatly synergizes. And then 1 reinforcements of the army. This searches Pollux. So if you open with like these 2, you're pretty much set. You can either go tanky into cows, roll into Pollux, and go into a Pleiades or an Omega or Focusaurus or Tiras or whatever. Then 3 Mystical Space Typhoon, back row hate, pretty good against the Mirror, being able to amnesty a tanky, pretty good against Fire Fist, being able to amnesty a tanky. Just yeah, just a great card overall in this format. And 2 Lances to get your place off, being able to do some damage tap shenanigans. This card is great against Fire Fist. Your Fire Fist matchup's pretty good, by the way. So yeah, I just like this card right now, and definitely in this deck. 1 Book of Moon, or 1 Dark Hole, and then 2 Case of Colosseum. This is absolutely ridiculous in Constellars. If you are able to get off a first turn Pleiades, backed up with this, it's just like Vanish's Emptiness with Pleiades in last format. It's really good. It's really good. So I really like this in Constellars. Of course, for those of you who don't know what it does, your opponent cannot exceed, or let's say, how do you say that? Your opponent cannot have any more monsters on the field than you have, with a minimum of 1. So if you have 1 monster, your opponent can only have 1 monster on his field, or summon 1. If he already has more than one monster when you activate this card, it doesn't have any effect. But let's say you start, you make Pleiades, you activate your Case of Colosseum, and your opponent cannot summon more than one monster. So, or not have more than one monster on the field. So yeah, that's really good. Especially against those spam decks, Gergia or Heretics or Mermail, that kind of stuff. So that's it for the spells. Traps, 2 Phoenix Chain, more effect hate. This along with effect failure just stops most of the like Bear. If you have this with your Pleiades and your opponent summons Bear, instead of wasting a Pleiades effect, you can Phoenix Chain in the Bear, you can failure the Bear, and just really good. Of course, it's pretty good against the Spellbook. It's just a decent card overall. It's not the best trap at this point in the game, but it's really decent. 2 Mirror Force for Bujins, doesn't target, so it stops Yamato. It's pretty much the only thing that stops Yamato in this deck, so yeah, it's necessary at 2. And then one compulsory evacuation device, 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, 1 Torrential Tribute, and 1 Solemn Warning. Just those good traps. So that's it for the deck, 40 card deck. I never play more than 40, just to keep up consistency. And for the extra deck, let's see, I'm going to go with the little one first. So, 1 Abyss Dweller for water, Gege Cowboy, Tsume Game mostly, Starleech Paladynamo, I believe that's how you say that. It's a really good card. You go into it more than you would think. Maystroke when you're under Light Imprisoning Mirror, which happens a lot game 2. Diamond Direwolf when you're on the Light Imprisoning Mirror, which happens a lot game 2, and this is just an instant out. Of course you can go Pollux into something when Light Imprisoning Mirrors is active, but if you have a Chaos and a tank, it's 1900. And then if you back it up with some traps, or maybe a Kaiser Colosseum, it's pretty much guaranteed that you're going to get another normal summon, and then you can go into Diamond Direwolf and blow everything up. Then Constellar Januari or something. This is the one that boosts your attack, and with 1000 during battle. 2 Constellar Omega. This is a really good card. You go into this almost as much as you go into Pleiades. Shark Fortress for some OTKs. Focusaurus, just a great card overall. And Tiras. And then of course 2 Pleiades and M7. And last, maybe least, but yeah, whatever. Gaia Charger, mainly for Focusaurus. If you use this effect, go into Gaia Charger, and that's a whole lot of damage most of the time. But yeah, this is kind of the best card in the deck. It's really a bitch to get over Constellar Pleiades. So yeah, fantastic card. And then for the side deck, 3 Maxi, just to stop stuff from going off. 2 Twister for Skill Drain, a Light Imprisoning Mirror, just some more MSTs. 2 Emptiness. I like this, by the way, over Dust Tornado, because if your opponent goes first and you go off with, let's say, LJD, and you try to special summon, and a Light Imprisoning Mirror is chained, you can chain this to it. So yeah, it's, I prefer this over Dust Tornado in this deck. 2 Vengeance Emptiness, mainly for Fire King, and some Dragon Ruler variants or something. Just something that special summons a lot. Once again with Pleiades, this is really good. 2 DNA Surgery, Noble Knights, Spellbooks. 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, because Dark World's still a bitch, and Insectors are making a little bit of a comeback, but your Insector matchup is pretty good. Of course, Omega is able to protect all of your Constellars from Hornet. Hornet is a spell card when it's being sent to graveyard, so Omega protects you from that. 2 Debunk for Bujins and Fire, King and Dark World, and it's just a great versatile card. It's good against a lot of decks, good against Mermail as well, against Hand Trap, so yeah, 2 Debunks. And then finally 2 Mistakes, which is kind of an unfair card, to be perfectly honest. It stops some decks from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! It stops Yu-Gi-Oh! It stops Spellbooks. So yeah, it's just a great card in Constellar. Of course, being able to bounce it with Blood yourself, and being able to search in your turn again. So yeah, it's just a really good card. Two of that in the side deck. So that was my Constellar build. Let me know what you think of the deck. If you're going to take it to a regional or a YCS or something in this format. And a comment in the comment section below to request a deck profile of what you would like to see. I've heard, what did I hear? I think Ghost Trick. Yeah, Ghost Trick. I'm going to do a Ghost Trick after Legacy of the Phalanx has come out. And maybe Mandolce or something. Just comment below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!